The tournament hall crackles with tension, shouts echo off the walls, sweat beads on foreheads, and the pounding of hearts is almost audible. Every corner of the room is charged with anticipation, as if the very air is alive with the energy of competition. The audience holds its breath, judges watch with sharp eyes, and athletes steel themselves for what's to come. This is your moment of truth, where it's just you, standing face to face with your own fear. The mat beneath your feet feels both familiar and foreign, and the world seems to narrow to this single defining instant. That fear? It's normal. It's your survival instinct, a primal force that's been with you since the beginning. It's the same feeling that kept our ancestors alert in the wild, and now it's here, urging you to be ready. But you can't let it control you. If you let fear take the reins, it will cloud your judgment, slow your reactions, and rob you of your power. Instead, you must learn to harness it, to use it as fuel for your fire. The real battle is in your mind long before you ever step onto the mat. It's fought in the quiet moments when you're alone with your thoughts, replaying your training and visualizing your success. Here you decide whether you'll be ruled by doubt or guided by determination. Conquer the voice of doubt. That inner critic will whisper that you're not ready, that you're not strong enough, but you have the power to silence it, to replace it with a voice that says, I am prepared, I am capable. Replace it with confidence built from your training. Every repetition, every drill, every drop of sweat has prepared you for this. Trust in the hours you've put in, the discipline you've shown, and the progress you've made. The arena is just a stage. The real wilderness is inside your head. Out here, the lights and the crowd are distractions, but the true challenge is taming the chaos within your own mind. Channel your nervous energy. Don't let it flood your focus. Let it sharpen your senses, heighten your awareness, and prepare your body for action. Use it to become more present, more alive in this moment than ever before. Build mental channels. Use that energy to fuel your speed, sharpen your reflexes, and power your techniques. Let your mind and body work together, transforming anxiety into explosive movement and precise control. The secret isn't to eliminate fear, but to face it and take charge. You've trained for this. You're ready. Every challenge you've overcome has brought you to this point, and now it's time to trust yourself. The greatest fighters find calm in chaos. They've tamed the beast within. They know that true strength comes from mastering their emotions, not denying them. Before you defeat any opponent, you must conquer yourself. The journey to victory is paved with self-awareness, discipline, and the courage to face your own fears head-on. Remember, your journey to victory starts with a deep breath and the decision to be in control. Each breath grounds you, centers you, and reminds you that you are the master of your own fate. This is your first and most important mission. Before you can win on the mat, you must win in your mind. That's where true champions are made. Master yourself, and the rest will follow. The path to greatness begins within. In chaos, routine is survival. A pre-fight ritual isn't superstition, it's your anchor. Simple, repeatable actions tell your brain, I've been here. I'm in control. Pack your gear the same way. Find a quiet spot. Stretch. Breathe. Perform a kata, even just in your mind to block out the noise. I've seen fear vanish when a competitor uses their ritual to focus. Build your own. A song, a breathing pattern, a visualization. Practice it until it's second nature. When anxiety hits, your ritual leads you back to calm. Make it part of your training. When the pressure mounts, your ritual is your path out of the jungle of fear. It's your secret weapon for mental survival. Use it every time. In the wild, knowing the rules keeps you alive. In karate, the rules are your lifeline. They shape every decision, every move, and every outcome. Understanding them isn't just about following orders, it's about survival and success in the heat of competition. On the mat, the rule book is your map. Ignore it, and you're lost. Every page, every clause is a tool you can use to your advantage. Champions don't just memorize the rules, they internalize them, making split-second decisions that can turn the tide of a match. Many lose not from lack of skill, but from simple, avoidable mistakes. A single misstep, stepping out of bounds, an illegal technique, or a missed scoring opportunity can cost you everything you've worked for. Know the scoring, punches, kicks, headshots, each has a value. Understanding how points are awarded lets you plan your attacks and defend wisely. It's not just about landing blows, but about landing the right ones at the right time. Down by 2? Go for a high-value technique, not just a flurry of punches. Sometimes a single well-timed move can close the gap or even put you ahead. Smart fighters know when to take calculated risks, and when to play it safe. Understand boundaries and penalties. Don't hand your opponent free points. Every infraction is a gift to your rival, and discipline is as important as aggression. Stay sharp, stay focused, and keep your composure under pressure. Know the contact rules for your division. What's allowed in one category might be forbidden in another. Being clear on these details can be the difference between victory and disqualification. Study the rules, watch matches, learn from referee calls, analyze past competitions, see how champions adapt, and notice how small rule interpretations can change the outcome. The more you observe, the sharper your instincts become. Mastering the rules lets you fight smart, set traps, and protect your lead. It's about outthinking your opponent as much as outfighting them. Anticipate their moves, exploit their mistakes, and use every rule to your benefit. Don't let ignorance send you home early. Every champion has faced defeat, but the best learn from it, returning stronger and wiser. Make every loss a lesson in the rulebook. The rules are your guide. Use them to your advantage. Let them inform your strategy, your mindset, and your preparation. The more you know, the more you control the match. Become a tactician, not just a fighter. Think several moves ahead, adapt on the fly, and always be ready to capitalize on your opponent's errors. That's the difference between going home and standing on the podium. Champions are made not just by their skills, but by their mastery of the rules. Know the terrain, and you'll survive. Know the rules, and you'll thrive. The most successful predators in nature aren't always the largest or the strongest. What sets them apart is their mastery of the ambush. In the world of karate, this principle is just as true. Victory doesn't go to the one who simply attacks with brute force, but to the one who can strike with speed, precision, and perfect timing. In kumite, your techniques must be sudden, shocking, and delivered at the exact moment your opponent is most vulnerable. The element of surprise is your greatest weapon. Catching your opponent off guard can turn the tide of any match. True speed isn't about frantic movement or constant tension. It comes from a state of relaxation, where your body is loose and your mind is clear. When you're relaxed, your muscles can react instantly, unleashing explosive power in a split second. Stay loose like a coiled spring, ready to unleash your energy at a moment's notice. This readiness allows you to move in any direction, adapting to your opponent's actions without hesitation. Explode only at the moment of attack. All your energy should be focused into that single, decisive instant, making your strike both fast and unstoppable. Tension slows you down and telegraphs your moves, making you predictable. That's why mastering distance, ma'ai, is essential. If you're too far away, your attack will miss its mark. If you're too close, you lose the ability to generate power and risk being countered. The perfect distance lets you strike with maximum effect while staying just out of reach. Great fighters dance on the edge of range, constantly adjusting, luring their opponents in, and then striking with precision. Timing is everything, knowing not just how, but exactly when to attack. Train your eyes to see the opening before it even appears. Anticipate your opponent's next move and be ready to act in the blink of an eye. Intercept attacks with your own, turning defense into offense. This is the heart of the ambush, striking as your opponent commits, using their momentum against them. Drill these skills relentlessly, through partner work, focus mitts, and by learning to read your opponent's body language. Every repetition sharpens your instincts and your reactions. Explosive speed, perfect distance, and razor-sharp timing combine to create the perfect ambush. Don't just react, learn to anticipate, to act before your opponent even realizes they're open. Strike when your opponent least expects it. The moment of hesitation, the instant they drop their guard, that's when you move. That's how you overwhelm and win, by making your attack unavoidable, by being faster, smarter, and more prepared than your opponent. Be the predator, not the prey. In the art of kumite, it's not just about fighting, it's about outsmarting, out-timing, and outmaneuvering your opponent at every turn. Your fight starts before the match, it's in your presence. Zanshin, relaxed, alert, unshakable confidence. Judges and opponents notice how you carry yourself. Stand tall, bow with respect, lock eyes, show you're here to win. Hold your finishing position. Let your technique speak. Presence influences judges and plants doubt in your opponent. Avoid eye contact or slouch, and you give away power. Win the mental battle first. Your posture and breath feed your confidence, a powerful feedback loop. Stay in Zanshin, always aware, always ready. Practice presence in the dojo and at home. Your spirit is a weapon, keep it sharp. Let everyone see your strength before the first move. Project confidence, discipline, and respect. Your mindset shapes the outcome. Be the champion in spirit and victory will follow. In the wild, a scar is a lesson. In competition, every loss is a teacher. Even champions have painful defeats. They're not failures, but fuel for growth. I once lost by being predictable, one good punch over and over. My opponent adapted, countered, and I lost badly. The sting was real, but my coach asked, "What did you learn?" I learned that one weapon isn't enough. Patience and strategy beat reckless aggression. Always observe, adapt, and never just execute blindly. That loss became my most important lesson. Scars make you stronger if you let them. Embrace defeat as a training session. Use every setback to become a more complete fighter. The true champion learns, adapts, and rises again. Let your scars guide your growth. Becoming a champion is a long journey, not a sprint. You need more than skill, you need the heart of a survivor. First, tame the beast within, master your mind. Second, build your pre-fight ritual, your anchor in chaos. Third, master the rules. Fight smart, not just hard. Fourth, perfect the ambush, speed, timing, and distance. Fifth, project unbreakable spirit. Let your presence win battles, and always learn from defeat. Let scars make you stronger. These aren't separate tips, they're one powerful system. Mental calm fuels technique, knowledge shapes timing, spirit drives growth. Forge them together until they're instinct. The path is hard, but you have the resilience. Trust your training, believe in yourself, and never give up. The podium is waiting, go claim it.